Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture session of this course Heat Transfer. So today we will start another new module that is known as radiation. So earlier we have discussed the basic different modes, three different modes of heat transfer, where we have seen that the three modes of heat transfer are conduction, convection and radiation. So there we have studied the basic introduction of the radiation, and we have seen that it is a type of energy transfer which is caused by electromagnetic propagation and which is caused due to solely the temperature difference. So today we will study this radiation in details, and we will study different surface emission properties, then different laws like the Stefan Boltzmann law, Kirchhoff's law, Owen's displacement law, Planck laws, all different laws and their related equations or formulas we will study in details, and some numericals also we will discuss. So let us start this lecture. So what is this radiation? So the definition of the radiation is actually the transfer of energy across a system boundary by means of an electromagnetic mechanism. So this electromagnetic mechanism, it is caused solely by a temperature difference. Okay. So we have seen earlier that in case of conduction and convection, the presence of a medium is required, but this radiation heat transfer, it does not require any medium to propagate. Again, the rate of heat transfer by conduction and convection, it varies as the temperature difference to the first power. What we have seen in case of Fourier's law of heat conduction and Newton's law of cooling for the conduction and convection mode of heat transfer respectively. But in case of radiation, we will study or that the formula, that the rate equation of the radiation, which is known as Stefan Boltzmann law, there the radiant heat exchange between two bodies, it depends on the difference between the temperature of the fourth power, it is T to the power 4. Okay. Now the dissipation from the filament of a vacuum tube or the heat leakage through the evacuated walls of a thermoflux, these are some examples of heat transfer by radiation. So the contribution of the radiation to the heat transfer, it is very much significant at high absolute temperature levels such as those prevailing in furnaces or combustion chamber, or it may be nuclear explosion and in space applications. Again, the solar energy incident that we experience in our daily life. So the solar energy incident upon the earth, it is also governed by the laws of radiation. Now this radiation, we have seen that the radiation, it is an electromagnetic mechanism. Now the energy which a radiating surface releases, it is not continuous, but it is in the form of successive and separate, or it is known as discrete packet or quanta of energy, which is known as actually photon. Now these photons are propagated through space as different rays. In the movement of swarm of photons, it is described as the electromagnetic waves. Now these photons, it travel with the speed of light in straight path with unchanged frequency. So this is the concept of the propagation of the photon, which is known as the electromagnetic wave. Okay, so here in the diagram in the right hand side of this PPT, we can see the spectrum of electromagnetic radiation. So thermal radiations exhibit characteristics similar to those of visible light, and it follows the optical laws. So these can be reflected, this can be again refracted and subject to scattering and absorption when they pass through a media. Okay. And the emission of thermal radiation, The range lies between the wavelength of 10 to the power minus 7 meter to 10 to the power minus 4 meter, which is visible here in this diagram. It depends upon the nature, temperature and state of the emitting surface. So let us move to the next page. Now we will see different surface emission properties. So the rate of emission of radiation by a body depends upon some factors, which are the temperature of the surface, the nature of the surface and the wavelength or frequency of radiation. Now there are different parameters and their definitions are also written here. The first one is the total emissive power. The notation is capital E. Now the emissive power, its definition is, it is the total amount of radiation emitted by a body per unit area and time, and its unit is watt per meter square. Now the emissive power of a black body, so different types of body like black body, grey body, white body, opaque body, all these things will be discussed later. So the emissive power of a black body according to Stefan Boltzmann, so this is the rate equation in case of the radiation heat transfer. So it is proportional to absolute temperature to the fourth power. So EB, this is equals to sigma T to the power 4 watt per meter square. So this formula, this is actually the Stefan Boltzmann law. The emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. Now there is a Stefan Boltzmann constant in this equation, and the value is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 watt per meter square k to the power 4. Like in case of conduction, we have seen the thermal conductivity small k. In case of convection, we have seen the convective heat transfer coefficient small h. So in this similar manner, in case of the proper rate equation of the radiation, which is Stefan Boltzmann law, there is a sigma Stefan Boltzmann constant and its value is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 watt per meter square k to the power 4. So the next parameter, it is monochromatic emissive power, or E lambda. So it is often necessary to determine the spectral distribution of the energy radiated by a surface. So at any given temperature, the amount of radiation emitted per unit wavelength varies at different wavelengths. So for this purpose, the monochromatic emissive power of the surface is used. So its definition is, it is the rate of energy radiated per unit area of the surface per unit wavelength. And the total emissive power, it is given by the equation, that is capital E is integration 0 to alpha e to E lambda d lambda watt per meter square. Next, the emission from real surface, it is emissivity. Now the emissive power from a real surface, it is given by E equals to epsilon sigma 8 to the power 4 watt, where the epsilon, it is known as the emissivity of the material. Now what is this emissivity? So this emissivity and the notation, which is epsilon, it is defined as the ability of the surface of a body to radiate heat. So it can also be defined as the ratio of the emissive power of any body to the emissive power of a black body of equal temperature. It is epsilon equals to capital E divided by capital E suffix B. It is the emissive power of any body to the emissive power of a black body at equal temperature. So the value of the emissivity, it varies for different substances ranging from 0 to 1. For a black body, epsilon equals to 1. For a white body, the value of emissivity equals to 0, and for gray bodies, it lies between 0 to 1. So it may vary with temperature or wavelength. Now all these values of emissivity in case of a black body or white body or gray body, these are very important for multiple choice question purpose. And there are some more parameters like intensity of radiation, radiation density and pressure, then radiosity, which is actually all of the radiant energy leaving a surface, and the interrelationship between surface emission and irradiation properties. So these are some surface emission properties. So let us move to the next slide. So Here you can see three different terminologies are written. One is absorptivity, then reflectivity and transmissivity. So what are these? So when an incident radiation, which is also called irradiation, so when this irradiation, it impinges on a surface. So what is this irradiation? So this irradiation, it is defined as the total incident radiation on a surface from all directions per unit time and per unit area of the surface. So its unit is watt per meter square. Now when this incident radiation or irradiation, it impinges on a surface, in that case three different things may happen. A part of this incident radiation, it will reflected back. Another part, it will be transmitted through this object, and the remainder, it will be absorbed by the surface. So depending upon these characteristics of the body, by the principle conservation of principle, energy principle, you can write GA, that is the fraction of incident radiation which has been absorbed, plus GR, which is the fraction of the incident radiation which has been reflected, and GT, which is the fraction of the incident radiation which has been transmitted. Summation of these three properties, these will be equals to the total irradiation or incident radiation. Now if we divide this total equation by capital G, it is the total irradiation, then we are getting GA by G plus GR by G plus GT by G, this is equals to 1. Now this GA by G, that is the fraction of the incident radiation. So this part, it is known as alpha, that is absorptivity, and GR by G, this is equals to rho, that is reflectivity, and GT by capital G, so this is tau. So this is actually the transmissivity. So the summation of these three different parameters, that is absorptivity plus reflectivity plus transmissivity, this is equals to 1. So this relation we need to remember. This is alpha, this is the absorptivity, rho is the reflectivity, and tau is the transmissivity. Now when this irradiation it is absorbed, it is converted into internal energy. Now let us discuss different types of body in case of this radiation. So first one is the black body. Now for perfectly absorbing body, alpha equals to 1, that is the absorptivity equals to 1, then rho and tau, that means reflectivity and transmissivity, this is equals to 0. Now such type of body for which the absorptivity equals to 1, this is known as the black body. So that means a black body, it neither reflects nor transmits any part of the incident radiation, but it absorbs all of the incident radiation. But in real life or in practice, a perfect black body does not exist. But there are some bodies in which the absorptivity it is almost equals to 1. So, and for that, those type of bodies, these are actually taken into assumption as black body. Next, opaque body. So when no incident radiation is transmitted through the body, it is called an opaque body. So that means when there is no transmissivity, that means tau will be equals to 0. So that means alpha plus rho, this will be equals to 1. Now solids generally do not transmit unless the material is of very thin section. The metals absorb radiation within a fraction of a micrometer and insulators within a fraction of a millimeter. Glasses and liquids are generally considered as opaque body. Next, white body. Now if all the incident radiation falling on the body are reflected, that means the reflectivity, this will be equals to 1 in case of the white body. Okay, so if the reflectivity equals to 1 and alpha and tau, that is absorptivity and transmissivity, these are equals to 0 in case of a white body. Now gases such as hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen and their mixtures such as air, they have a transmissivity of practically unity. Next, it is gray body. Now, if the radiative properties, that is absorptivity, reflectivity and transmissivity of a body, these are assumed to be uniform over the entire wavelength spectrum, then such a body it is called a gray body. Now, a gray body is also defined as one whose absorptivity of a surface does not vary with temperature and wavelength of the incident radiation. A colored body is one whose absorptivity of a surface varies with the wavelength of radiation. That means the absorptivity alpha, this is not equals to alpha lambda. Now we have seen that in case of a black body, the absorptivity, this is equals to 1. That means it absorbs all the radiant energy reaching its surface. And in this case of a black body, the reflectivity and transmissivity, these are 0. But in real life or in practice, there is no existence of black body. But in case of a black body, there are some properties which are it absorbs all the incident radiation or irradiation falling on it, and it does not transmit or reflect regardless of wavelength and direction. Now it emits maximum amount of thermal radiations at all wavelengths at any specified temperature. And this black body, it is a diffuse emitter. That is, the radiation emitted by a black body, it is independent of direction. So these are the different properties of a black body. Now this is the Stefan Boltzmann law, the most important law related to this radiation. So the statement of this law is such that the emissive power of a black body is directly proportional to the fourth power of its absolute temperature. Now the emissive power of a black body, that means capital E suffix small b, this is equals to sigma T to the power 4, where this EB, this is equals to the emissive power of the black body, and sigma, it is the Stefan Boltzmann constant, and T is the absolute temperature. Now this sigma Stefan Boltzmann constant, it is having a constant value which is 5.67 into 10 to the power minus 8 watt per meter square K to the power 4. Now the absolute temperatures are used in case of the radiation. So it is recommended that to convert all the temperatures to the absolute scale as an initial step in all the radiation problems. Now it is seen that we are using the term heat flux in case of conduction and radiation, but in case of radiation we are using the emissive power term. So what is the relation in between this heat flux and emissive power? So let us consider two infinite plane surfaces, both facing one another, and both surfaces are ideal surfaces. Now one surface is found to be at temperature T1 and the other at temperature T2. Now since both the surfaces are at temperatures above absolute zero, so both will radiate energy as per the Stefan Boltzmann law. Now the heat flux will be the net radiant flow, and the formula for this heat flux in case of the radiation, it is the EB1 minus EB2. It is the emissive power of the difference of the emissive power for the two different surfaces considered. So that means sigma T1 to the power 4 minus sigma T2 to the power 4. So this is the relation of the heat flux and emissive power in case of the radiation mode of heat transfer. So next we are having the Kirchhoff's law. So the statement is that at any temperature the ratio of total emissive power capital E to the total absorptivity alpha is a constant for all surfaces, for all substances which are in thermal equilibrium with their environment. So this is the statement of the Kirchhoff's law. Now there is a small derivation of this Kirchhoff's law, and here you can see that as per this Kirchhoff's law, the total emissive power capital E, or we can say that As per the Kirchhoff's law, at any temperature, the ratio of total emissive power capital E to the total absorptivity alpha, this is constant. And ultimately, after this derivation of this Kirchhoff's law, we are getting that the emissivity, this is equals to the absorptivity. So from this formula, the Kirchhoff's law statement can also be represented as the emissivity of a body is equal to its absorptivity when the body remains in thermal equilibrium with its surrounding. So this is another statement or another representation of the Kirchhoff's law. It is the emissivity and the absorptivity of a body, these are equal when the bodies are in thermal equilibrium with its surroundings. So next we are having the Planck's law. So in 1900 here, the Max Planck showed by quantum arguments that the spectral distribution of the radiation intensity of a black body, it is given by E suffix sigma for a black body, this is equals to 2 pi c square h lambda to the power minus 5 and e to the power ch by lambda kt minus 1. So this is the Planck's law, where E lambda for black body, this is equals to the monochromatic emissive power of a black body. C, it is the velocity of light in vacuum. So this is equals to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. H is the Planck's constant and the value is 6.625 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. Lambda is the wavelength, that is unit of micrometer. K is the Boltzmann constant. So it is 1.3805 into 10 to the power minus 23 joule per Kelvin. And T is the absolute temperature. Okay, and the unit of this monochromatic emissive power of the black body, it is watt per meter square micrometer. So this is the formula and the statement of the Planck's law. So next we are having the Owen's displacement law. So in 1893, Sir William Owen, he had established a relationship between the temperature of a black body and the wavelength at which the maximum value of monochromatic emissive power occurs. It is seen that a peak monochromatic emissive power occurs at a particular wavelength. Now, this Owen displacement law, it states that the product of lambda max and T, this is constant. So that is the mathematical representation is lambda max multiplied by T, this is equals to constant. And this constant part, it is having a value which can be derived by using the Planck's law. That is, we are getting that lambda max multiplied by T, this is equals to 2898 micrometer Kelvin. So this is the statement and the mathematical representation of the Owen's displacement law. Now, what is this intensity of radiation? So the concept is like that when a surface element emits radiation, all of it will be intercepted by a hemispherical surface placed over the element. Now the intensity of radiation, which is denoted by capital I, it is defined as the rate of energy leaving a surface in a given direction per unit solid angle per unit area of the emitting surface normal to the mean direction in space. So this is the definition of the intensity of radiation. Now what is this solid angle which we have considered in this intensity of radiation? So the solid angle, it is defined as the portion of the space inside a sphere enclosed by a conical surface with the vertex of the cone at the center of the sphere. So it is measured by the ratio of the spherical surface enclosed by the cone to the square of the radius of the sphere. And the unit of this solid angle, it is steradian SR. Now the solid angle subtended by the complete hemisphere, it is given by 2 pi r square divided by r square. That is, for a complete hemisphere, the value of the solid angle, it is 2 pi. So this diagram for the intensity of radiation and for the solid angle, it is given here. Now there is a derivation regarding this intensity of radiation and the emissive power, and here the concept of the solid angle and intensity of radiation, these have been considered, and after some step we are getting that there is a relation in between the emissive power and the intensity of radiation, which states that the total emissive power of a diffuse surface is equal to pi times its intensity of radiation, that is the emissive power capital E equals to pi multiplied by I. So E equals to pi I. So this formula also we need to remember to solve different numericals based on this radiation mode. Next we can see the Lambert's cosine law. Now the statement of this Lambert's cosine law is that the total emissive power E theta from a radiating plane surface in any direction is directly proportional to the cosine of the angle of emission. The angle of emission theta is the angle subtended by the normal to the radiating surface and the direction vector of emission of the receiving surface. Now the formula or the mathematical representation, this is equals to E theta equals to En cos theta, and this it is valid only for the diffuse radiation surface. And the radiation emanating from a point on a surface is termed diffused if the intensity I is constant. So this law is also known as Lambert's law of diffuse radiation. So till now we have discussed the concept of radiation, the concept of thermal radiation, electromagnetic wave, then different surface emission parameters like emissive power, emissivity, intensity of radiation, radiosity, all these things. Next, different types of body like black body, grey body, white body, opaque body, and the relation among absorptivity, reflectivity, transmissivity, all these things we have seen. Then four different laws regarding this radiation heat transfer we have studied, and the laws are the Stefan Boltzmann law, Kirchhoff's law, Planck's law, Wien's displacement law, and Lambert's cosine law. So these five different laws and their mathematical representation we have seen today. Now based on these different formulas or equation, let us try to solve some numerical. So the question says the effective temperature of a body having an area of 0.12 meters square is 527 degrees centigrade. So we need to calculate the total rate of energy equation, the intensity of normal radiation, and the wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power. Okay, so these are the things that we need to find, and the area is given area of the body is given 0.12 meters square, and the temperature, absolute temperature, it is given, that is 800 Kelvin. Now to calculate the total rate of energy emission, we need to use the formula from the Stefan Boltzmann law, that is EB equals to sigma A T to the power 4. So the value of sigma, it is a constant value that we need to remember, that is 5.67 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 8. Then the value of area, it is given 0.12, and the value of this absolute temperature capital T, it is given in the question 800. So putting all these values in this formula, we are getting that the total rate of energy emission, that is the emissive power of the black body, it is coming as 2786.9 watt. So this is the first part of the numerical. So what is the second part of the numerical? It says that we need to calculate the intensity of normal radiation. So this relation we have discussed just now, that EB equals to pi into I. So this I, intensity of normal radiation, this is equals to EB by pi. So EB we have calculated just now for the first part of this numerical, and it need to be divided by pi. So the intensity of normal radiation, that will be from the Stefan Boltzmann law, that is sigma T to the power 4. So putting all the values here, we can calculate the intensity of normal radiation. This is a 7392.5 watt per meter square, and so as it is watt per meter square steradian, so that's why the area it has been considered as 1. For the third part, the wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power, Imax. For that we need to calculate from the Owen's displacement law, that is lambda max multiplied by T. This is equals to 2898 micrometer Kelvin. So the lambda max, that is the wavelength of maximum monochromatic emissive power. So Imax we need to calculate. So for that lambda max, this is equals to 3.622 micrometer. So this is the value of the lambda max here. So using the different formulas of Stefan Boltzmann law, then the relation between the emissive power of a black body and the intensity of radiation, and using the Owen's displacement law, we have calculated the different things required to solve this numerical. So let us try to discuss the next numerical, that assuming the sun to be a black body emitting radiation with maximum intensity at lambda equals to 0.49 micrometer, calculate the following. So first we need to calculate the surface temperature of the sun, and for the second the heat flux at surface of the sun. Now the Imax, that is it is lambda, this is equals to 0.49 micrometer, it is given here. Now to calculate the first part, the surface temperature of the sun, it is T, we need to use the Owen's displacement law. So lambda max multiplied by T, this is 2898 micrometer Kelvin as per the Owen's displacement law. So from this you can calculate the temperature, that is the surface temperature of the sun, by putting the values of lambda max, it is coming as 5914 Kelvin. Now for the second part of this numerical, you need to calculate the heat flux at the surface of the sun. So to calculate the heat flux at the surface of the sun, we need to use the Stefan Boltzmann law, which is sigma multiplied by T to the power 4. Now the sigma is having a constant value, and this T we have just now calculated as 5914. So putting all these values in this equation of the Stefan Boltzmann, we can calculate the heat flux at the sun surface, that is coming as 6.936 multiplied by 10 to the power 7 watt per meter square. So these are some basic numericals for which we have used different formulas and equation from 5 different laws of the radiation. So today in this introduction of this radiation module, we have studied the concept of the radiation, the electromagnetic wave, what is that, the thermal radiation. Then we have seen different types of bodies which are known as gray body, black body, then opaque body, white body, all these things. Then there is a relation in between 3 different parameters like absorptivity, reflectivity and transmissivity, which is the summation of those 3 is equals to 1. Then 5 different laws we have seen today, and their statement and their different state equations, and based on those equations we have discussed 2 different numericals. Okay, so this is the end for this lecture.